So I recently heard this story that moved me a lot and made me think of this one thing, and that is willingness to pay the price to achieve the goals that we want to achieve as entrepreneurs. So this story was told by a very, very famous NBA coach, and now he's an author and speaker. No need to share the name because it doesn't matter. What matters is this person's story. So he told his story how when he was at his prime, he was traveling a lot with the different NBA teams and he was coaching them. And he was always on the road. And one day he was packing his suitcase. And as he was packing his suitcase, his daughter came in and was asking, Daddy, why are you traveling so much? How come you're gone so much? And he sat down with his daughter and he said, look, I am, working so hard for this family and provide you this home and clothes and pay the bills and food so that I can, take care of you guys. That's why I travel so much. That's why I work so much. And his daughter said, Daddy, if I ate less, would you travel less? Would you stay at home more? Just taking that for a second from a little child who asked Dad, would you travel less if I ate less? Would you be more at home? Because she's thinking, well, if you tell me that I need food, do you need to provide? I can eat less, Daddy, because I really want you to be around. And the way this person spun the story, he said years later, he talked to his daughter and daughter walked up to him, and when she was an adult, and she said, Dad, I understand why you traveled so much. And really, to me, what it sounded, this person is trying to justify his lack of being there for his daughter, right? So I'm not saying right or wrong, only he can decide that, only you and I can decide what's right and wrong for us. So the way I saw that, actually that hurt me so much just listening to that story, because I have 2 children, I have a daughter and a son, and my priority number 1 is always be there for them and be a great father, even that if that means that my business will grow slower and maybe I will not achieve such a great success, meaning maybe I'll make 10 million instead of 100 million. Because ultimately, to me, if I'm making enough to live a good life, and again, whatever that good life means to me, it's my own definition, it made me think how so many entrepreneurs, to achieve their goals, make sacrifices that they will regret later. And I'm not saying that this person is regretting, that's up to him to decide, because I truly think he is regretting, because he was trying to spin this positive spin on this story and what happened, and he's probably had to deal with that internally and figure out and justify, right? And maybe it made him feel good that daughter came and told him, like, look, I understand, I forgive you. And maybe she just wants to make him feel good because, what he did. Who knows? And that's not for me to decide. But what I want to share with you today is, as an entrepreneur and as you have these ambitious goals, always ask yourself, what do you value the most? What are your non-negotiables? For me, my non-negotiables, as much as I can, I want to be at home at 5:30 to have dinner with my family. It's non-negotiable. I arrange my life to do that. Because I did pay my dues in my early 20s and even early 30s before I started having kids. But now, because I grew up in such a dysfunctional family, I did not have, great family. I didn't have loving parents, and I want to change that. And that's really important to me. That's non-negotiable for me. So you, as an entrepreneur, either you're thinking about starting a business, or maybe you are an entrepreneur, you're already building a business. What sacrifices are you willing to make? And be okay with the outcomes and consequences that those decisions and sacrifices will create. So for example, Elon Musk, somebody that I admire so much in the business world, but I think he's an absolute failure in so many other ways. He's always traveling, he's always building these companies, and I don't know, how good of a relationship he has with his kids, and so many different relationships, because nobody wants to stick with him because he's always gone, always busy, and partners really want to feel that you're loved and taken care of, and you feel like you are a team. So again, that's very that's my opinion about Elon Musk. But we decide what kind of life we want to live, and be okay with whatever sacrifice you're going to make, and what kind of outcomes you're going to create, because that's not up for me to decide. But I think so many times we go in blindly to pursue these goals that we have, and we don't even realize that ripple effects these decisions will make. And then when we become older, 40, 50, 60, 70, when we reflect on our lives, almost nobody on a deathbed says that, hey, I wished I worked harder, I wish I made another million, I wish I became a billionaire. Nobody ever says. There's a lot of studies done. Most people say, I wish I was there for my kids. I wish I traveled more. I wish I, went for, for walks. I wish I told more people that I loved them. I was just so distracted. I was so pursuing so many different goals. So don't wait till you are on your deathbed. Look at your life right now and decide what sacrifices you're willing to make and what are some of your non-negotiables that no matter what happens, these are non-negotiables. For me, again, my non-negotiables, I will not sacrifice my relationship with my wife. I'll not sacrifice my relationship with my family. I'll not sacrifice my health. I make sure I exercise. I make sure I meditate because my health, it starts with everything with my health. I'm not gonna, lose myself to pursue some crazy goals and get unhealthy, not getting enough sleep, and then, ripple effect that I might die early, get a heart attack. So today, as you watch this video, again, I'm not here just to entertain you. I'm here to educate you, inspire you, and up-level your life and up-level your game. So right now, what I'd like you to do is write down some of your non-negotiables that as you pursue your goals, you will not sacrifice these things to achieve your goals. Maybe 2 or 3 things. You don't have to have many. That way you are aware of those things. And that way when you get distracted, you say, nope, these are my non-negotiables. This is something that I value this and I will not sacrifice these things. Even maybe I'm not gonna achieve some of my goals, but this is more important to me. So I can't tell you what those things are for you. Sit down, think about it, write down, and be mindful of those decisions you're gonna make as you go forward as an entrepreneur, building things and growing things. So thanks so much for watching this video. As always, if you got some value, give me a thumbs up. If you love my videos, and I see that most of you still haven't subscribed, subscribe to this channel because I bring education content on 4 pillars: mindset, how to make money, how to build wealth, and ultimately how to leave legacy. If those areas interest you, be sure to subscribe to this channel because I bring value every single week. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.